Good morning, everyone. Good morning. For all who are able, please stand and let's swing wide these doors, wide open. Let the light in. Swing wide the doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. Ooh. Swing wide the doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Swing in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. I'm not holding it in anymore. I'm gonna shout it out loud. I understand now what I'm here for and what this life is about. What this life is about. Swing wide the doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. It's about love, it's about laughter, it's about comfort and smiles. It's about love, it's about kindness, it's about hearts open wide. It's about love, it's about passion, it's about taking a chance. It's about love, it's about service, it's about lending a hand. It's about love, it's about laughter, it's about comfort and smiles. It's about love, it's about kindness, it's about hearts open wide. It's about love, it's about passion, it's about taking a chance. It's about love, it's about service, it's about lending a hand. Lending a hand. Swing wide the doors, time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine.
Good morning. Welcome to Unity of Wimberley. We gather here each Sunday by divine appointment to celebrate this human journey together and to reaffirm the divine that dwells in each of us. To those of you joining us on live stream, we welcome you and consider you a part of our community today as though you were with us here in person. Let us join now in calling on this powerful resource together. There is only one presence and one power active in the universe and in my life, God, the good, omnipotent. And now let us unite our spirits as we hold this vision for our church together. We are an open-hearted, spiritually community, powerfully transforming our world by honoring the sacred in all. And we practice this mission. Inspired by our shared spiritual awakening, we offer practical teachings that empower healthy, abundant, and meaningful living. Let us take a moment to welcome all who are here the very first time. Some people are sitting down. They might be new. If we have any visitors, welcome. We encourage you to complete a blue card. Wait, first, can you raise your hand if you're a visitor? I know there's somebody. I know, because I met someone this morning. I'm not going to call Donette out, but she's a visitor. You've been here many times. Okay. You're just new to me. Okay. We encourage you to complete a blue card that can be found at the visitors table in the front foyer. With it, you will get a name tag and a subscription to the e-newsletter if you so choose. After today's daily word reading, there will be a congregational song during which we all greet each other warmly. If you prefer a handshake, please just extend your hand. And now the daily word will be read by Sherry Stockman.
And our words today are in the silence. And we affirm, in the silence, I find peace. In the silence, I find self. Rather than allow my mind to be easily swayed by outer circumstances, I look beyond appearances to the truth of my being. I do this by turning within to a place of peace, the silence. As the words in Christian healing remind readers, to realize God, we must quiet our outer thoughts and enter into stillness, peace, and harmony of spirit. When I turn within to pray, any negative or limiting thoughts dissipate. Here in the silence, I am one with spirit. In this conscious awareness of my higher power, I recognize my spiritual attributes that are mine through divine grace. Here I find the strength I seek, the love that sustains me, and the peace to soothe my soul. As I move back into my day, I take those elements with me. I am renewed in mind and heart. And from Deuteronomy 27:9, keep silence and hear, my people.
All right, if everyone will stand, please.
Use me, oh God, I stand for you. but God so much more than the earth and the stars and all of creation. God is creator, all in all, and God in us shine its light as me, as you. So use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. Command my hands, God, as they do. Command my life, it's here for you. God is the one that heals all creation. God is creator, makes all things new. And God needs us to shine its light as me, as you. So please greet your neighbors with the love of God. All right, everyone, try to make your way back to your seats, please. Use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. Show me all that I must do. Show me all that I must do.
Thank you. Thank you. Kim and Paul, thank you so much. Gary, welcome. Thank you for coming. And Masumi Jones. At this time, we please ask you to turn off all your cell phones. This will not only make for a peaceful service, it will improve our live stream quality. And if you're reading this, it's like all in caps and bold. So turn them off. That sort of means like they're yelling at you, but not really. Okay, this morning we are going to hear from our Youth and Family Minister Director, Evie Wilkinson. Can you come up?
Good morning. How are y'all? So good to be in here with y'all this morning and to hear the beautiful music. Thank y'all so much. As you know, we, my high school group, which we call the YOU group, Youth of Unity, go on these amazing rallies, which are like retreats, like kind of like camp weekends that are just jam-packed with amazing, like digging in, doing spiritual growth, and it is an amazing experience. I had the most amazing experience, and I think that I think we need an adult version. It's like, I'm telling you, it's just awesome. So we are doing another taco fundraiser on June 9th. So come with your appetites, bring some money, some cash, please, to help us fund our wonderful kids. We're going in June 12th through the 16th to Oklahoma. And we've got some expenses we need to cover. And so come and eat the fabulous taco bar. We'll have vegetarian stuff. We'll have everything. fresh and ready for June 9th. Have I told y'all how amazing our children and teens are? Because they're awesome. And Maggie has done an amazing job with our youth group. She is amazing. I love listening to her and seeing how she guides them. It's pretty, I already said amazing. Sorry, amazing's I gotta get another adjective. But it is. So she is studying to be a minister, and she has to go to the Kansas City for trainings and stuff this week. So and then also in the fall, she's doing an internship. So she's leaving us for a little while she does an internship in New Braunfels. She has to go. She can't do everything here. She's got to go and study and grow in other places. So we are looking for a new, awesome, amazing person to step into her role and lead and guide and be there for our high school group, our YOU group. Somebody that would be caring and honest and kind. Somebody that would hopefully commit to at least a year to build relationships with these teens. It's such a delicate, special time for them. So it really does take, a commitment. We want somebody to hopefully be able to lead the Sunday classes at least 3 times a month. Someone who's understanding, willing to go to the rally retreat weekends with me. So you'll get to work with me, and Maggie's going to be here, too, to help guide, and I will be here. Won't be just like we're throwing you in the class, with them. Our children are amazing, and our high schoolers are dynamic, talented, and full of light. So who will work with me to help make a positive change and impact our future? If it speaks to you, or if you know somebody that you think would be perfect for this role, please come see me. Okay? Call me, email me, see me after the service. Come grab my arm. Think about it. Let's pray about it. That person is here or is coming. So, thank you. Yes.
You're amazing.
Oh.
Thank you. And feel free to donate any money to YOU. You don't have to wait for tacos, although tacos are good. Okay. Next Sunday is Potluck Sunday. I thought you would.
Let's greet this beautiful summer with open barbecue.
What a fabulous idea. Thank you. So, please bring a dish to go along with the barbecue and share some food and fellowship with everyone. And next Sunday, immediately after potluck, we will have a new membership initiative with Rev Jill and Kit. Will Kit be here too? Yes, okay. If you would like some more information about New Thought and what Unity of Wimberley has to offer, please join us. Membership application packets are on the table in the fireside room, and please give us a head count by signing up on the bulletin board so we know how many people are going to be there. Okay, this is a big one on the Wimberley Bread Basket. They're gearing up to serve children who usually eat at school, but now they're off for the summer. They are asking for healthy fruit juice and fruit in easy open containers. Both the Bread Basket and the Amigos de Jesus Mercado welcome fresh produce from the garden or the grocery. Bring fruit for the Bread Basket to Brookshire Brothers on Tuesday and Thursday from 10 to 11. Also, for Amigos de Jesus Mercado, you can deliver fruit to 100 Melody Lane behind the food trucks. From Monday from 8:30 to 12:30, and Saturday from 10 to noon. I am not from Wimberley. I'm from Buda. I know nothing. I hope you know where these places are. I do not. But you can always Google 100 Melody Lane, and it will get you there. And speaking of food, if you or a friend or neighbor needs food, please help yourself to the pantry on the back wall of the kitchen. That is what it's there for. and feel free to donate to that as well. The 2019 pool season is here. Pool memberships are on sale now. Please check with Leah after Mass, after church. I'm sorry, I'm Catholic. Mass, church, service. It's all the same. Okay. There will be no May Wednesday night class this week. Kit's brother-in-law passed after a long bout with cancer, and she will be attending his funeral in Michigan. She wanted to extend her gratitude for all of your prayers and support. We love you, Kit, and we send our best to you and your family. The final 2 steps and wrap-up for the class will be combined into one final class on Wednesday, June 5th at 6 p.m. Okay, this is a big one. June 7th, Supper Club. We'll celebrate with the food of Morocco with Eid al-Kabir, and for more news, Betty has an announcement.
All right, my friends, I have 4 for what I promise will be a fascinating and delicious meal. One of the components, we're serving a lamb tagine. One of the components in this dish is saffron, which I have learned was the saffron and the spices were their method of preserving meat. So there is nothing hotter than powdered ginger in this. So if you are a Texan who's afraid of Moroccan food, you're wrong. See, I think you will enjoy the evening. You'll get to know your friends here on a different level than you do on a Sunday morning, and you'll enjoy a fabulous meal as well. Yeah.
All right. 4 tickets. Thank you. And now the gathering prayer with Maggie Alderman.
Good morning. Today's topic is minding your business. Yeah? Right? Did I get that right? How is none of your business? Which is difficult for me because meddling is a specialty of mine. So let's just take this time in the silence to unite our energy, become centered. I invite you to close your eyes if you're comfortable and join me in prayer. I know that the living, loving Spirit that is the divine source is here in this moment right now. It is breathing as me, as us, showing up and growing, expanding in this divine place. And aren't we lucky to have the awareness of our appointed stewardship, to show up as that Spirit, as that God source, that Christ presence in this world. When we take our time in the silence, we might get a nudge, we might get a tickle or an idea that comes to mind and makes absolutely no sense. Through the power of faith, I show up and say yes. I say yes because I'm aligned with Spirit, I'm aligned with truth, and how it happens, how it unfolds, and what the outcome is actually none of my business. So I can rest and breathe into this peace, the serenity to know that I'm in the flow. The powerful, benevolent, loving God is at work in my life, showing up as each and every one of us. And all I need to do is say yes to what is mine to do and let it go. So I breathe and I say, thank you, God, for allowing me to be a conduit of your Spirit. And so it is. Amen.
It's all about allowing peace within. It's absolute surrender, so serenity to sway. It's all about allowing it to stay. It's all about allowing love to flow. It's setting down your burdens and just simply letting go. For as you cease to struggle and love pours through your heart, it's all about allowing it to start. Now feel it warm and shining, now with promise strong, undying love, different than any you have known. And now the seed is sown. It's all about allowing change to show. Then living in the moment like it's all you'll ever know. And though it won't be easy, you can truly say you tried. It's all about allowing it inside. And now the seed is sown. It's all about allowing love to flow. It's setting down your burden and just simply letting go. For as you cease to struggle and love pours through your heart, it was all about allowing. It's
Kimberly, you haven't been behind this piano before. That was nice. It was really nice and very talented. You all make a very nice ensemble. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. Let me just have your eyes here for a minute, because I haven't gotten to stand up in front of you in a few weeks, and I've missed you so much. So I just kind of want to make some, I want to have I love with you. Just some I love. Those of you that are here for the first time, this isn't weird. This is just like how to connect. We are an evolving species here on the earth. And we are evolving spiritually. I can speak for this community without a doubt. We are evolving spiritually. And I'm so happy that we get to share this growth, even when it's difficult, even when it's uncomfortable, even when it's unknown. we get to share it with each other, and we get to lift each other up, and our collective experience makes our individual experiences a little bit lighter and easier. That's why we're in community with each other. And Kit has been teaching a class on the prayer process in Science of Mind, which is the same thing as Unity's prayer process. Then all the New Thought leaders had a way for us to connect with the divine that took us through steps to train our minds and to train our hearts so that we can pray effectively. Because I know that you all have evolved beyond those prayers where you're asking for stuff. Haven't you? Maybe yes, maybe no. Certainly you've evolved beyond prayers asking God to change somebody so that whatever. And now we're looking at the very sophisticated process of not praying for, but praying within God. So that eventually it's prayer that's praying us rather than us praying. God will change things. We are praying so that we are in alignment with the divine. We're praying so that we are letting go of our need to control every single darn thing in life. Even when it's not ours to even think about controlling. So we're looking at a very non-codependent relationship with God. But it is based on absolute trust. So I'm going to throw a few of the paradoxes out to you that we seem to get ourselves engaged in. Is that the right plural, I wonder, paradoxes? We'll say it is. If you find a different word for multiple paradox, let me know. So every Sunday when we gather together, we affirm what is true. We affirm the good. But there's the affirming of a thing and then releasing it to spirit. There's taking action that we're guided to take, but not controlling or forcing things. It's praying with trust and then detaching from the outcome, hence the title of this talk today. The how is none of your business. It's about making plans, but being flexible with change and letting things, our appearances, despite the appearances of life around us. So you hear a lot when we say, let go and let God. Let go and let God. But that becomes a slogan that we just kind of say it, but we're not really getting it anymore. You know how that goes. Let go and let God, except when I take it back. And that is the whole key to it. If you look at like the book of Psalms, there is beautiful praise for God, beautiful praise for Spirit, beautiful praise for the Creator. But there's also, God, smite my enemies. Let the people who don't love you burn in a fiery hell. So there's a little bit of a paradox there in the Psalms that is an indication and a signpost of our younger spiritual life. You see? When David wrote the Psalms, he was right where he needed to be. And it's some of the most beautiful words we can read. But we try to avoid smiting. I love that word, actually. Because in our hearts and in our minds, we're still smiting. Aren't we? Isn't that just every now and then? Isn't that a great word, though? Wouldn't it be funny if every time we got upset with somebody, we could just say, I smite you? First of all, they would look at us kind of funny and wonder what we were talking about. But it would also give us a sense of humor about things, wouldn't it? If we noticed that every thought we had about somebody, we're engaging in the Old Testament act of smiting. I just cracked myself up. That's just funny. So here's what we're doing. We're looking at what's ours to do and what is ours to let go of and let God do. So in the prayer process that Kit's been teaching, there's the recognition that there's only one presence and one power. There's an identity and a unification with that one presence and one power. There is the declaration or the affirmation that we're making in the prayer. Like, God is healing this situation right now. This situation is healed. And then gratitude and acceptance for that. And then the final step is releasing it. The step we sometimes leave out. Now, if you notice, we have this beautiful hanging here that says renunciation, which is about letting go. And in Unity, when we teach renunciation, it's about letting go of things that no longer serve us. The idea of releasing in prayer leaves the space open for things that do serve us to come into play. I want you to hear that distinction. The difference between letting go of things that no longer serve us and then allowing God's good to appear to us because it already is. Is there any part of God that is not already present? No. God is everywhere present, in full. All of divine substance is in existence. It's coming into form. Just like this beautiful baby came into form through creation. So we're looking at how do we just allow God's work to be done? So, let's be clear. We're letting go of asking. We're letting go of beseeching. We're letting go of begging. We're letting go of worrying. We're letting go of controlling. Take a deep breath. We're letting go of trying to figure it out. We're letting go of trying to manipulate circumstances so that prayer is answered exactly the way we think it ought to be. Let me tell you something, my friends. I'm standing here today because of a prayer that occurred 14 years ago. About 14 years ago. That'd be about right, wouldn't it, Sherry? First time I came here, I looked around and I just went, oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. These people are so nice. That view is so fantastic. It's so peaceful and powerful here. I would love to be in this church. And looky. And it was as though that 14 years was compressed down to this moment and this moment. Do you see time and space are really kind of a relative thing? They matter to us, but not in spirit. So my prayer, and it wasn't even an ask. It was a, wow, God, And I didn't know all the things that I would go through in order to prepare me to be with you, and what you would go through to prepare you to have me here. Kind of doing this every Sunday, just a little kick here and there. And to be here and love each other. So I could not have engineered this. I could not have done it. I could not have said, okay, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to serve this church for so long, and then I'm going to take a little break, and I'm going to raise my kids. I'm going to help my husband out with his health. I'm going to do these things. I'm going to have cancer. I'm going to start guest speaking again. When I start guest speaking, I'm going to do it in Wimberley. They're without a minister. See, I'm running out of space for my list here. They're without a minister. Oh, my goodness. No, I'm not interested. Oh, no. It's happening. Could not have engineered this. Now, I want you to think about the things in your life that you maybe had an inkling of something that would fulfill your heart's desire. But it happens in a way that is more beautiful than you could have imagined. It unfolds in a way that you totally didn't expect. Sometimes it unfolds in a way where you think you know what your heart's desire is, and boom, God reveals to you that it's something else. When you just think you have to be with this person. Please, God, make this right so I can be with this person. I'm sure they're the love of my life. I did that multiple times. Married a couple of them. And of course, in hindsight, I learned things I needed to learn. But it didn't exactly turn out the way I wanted it to. Because it couldn't. There was something greater in store. So that idea of releasing the affirmative prayer that we have prayed, releasing it to God, means you don't get to touch it anymore. Now, if it comes back and you find yourself going, all righty, God, when is that going to happen? You need to release it again. And you may have to do it multiple times because our little human brains are very sophisticated. And we are smart lab rats here on the earth. And we are figuring things out. Oh, we figured things out so well. Not. And so letting go of what we've prayed. Let's say we're, let's look at our dear Kit. Her brother-in-law, struggled with cancer for a while. And his children, his oldest child is not yet 30. And to me, that's just too early to lose your parent. And so in the face of this tragedy, Kit. She was praying in a way, not knowing how the situation would unfold, when his death would happen, if there would be some kind of miracle and his life was extended. She didn't know any of that, but she did know that God's healing was present for her brother-in-law. And you may say, oh, but he died. God's healing happened. The healing of spirit happened. He stepped right over to the other side of that veil because he's got work to do there. And she could, and her sister could worry, oh, how are my kids going to live the rest of their lives without their dad? God has got this. God has got this. Now, that's kind of a tough one for us sometimes, isn't it? Especially in the face of tragedies. But we also do it in the face of our daily living. You wake up in a bad mood. Does anybody ever wake up in a bad mood? No, never wake up in a bad mood. You don't have to tell you. Is it drugs? Just kidding. I know you. You're a happy soul. Okay, well, I'll say that I sometimes wake up in a bad mood. Don't know why. But I do know that God's universe is perfect right in front of me, no matter what I think, no matter what I see. And the more we can do that, actually, the easier our lives get. There's another paradox. Giving it over and giving it over and giving it over. Now, we participate in the creative process. We keep on doing that. And we're guided to do the things that are ours to do. But when we limit, this is from the book that Kit's teaching, when we limit the way our life works to only what we can do ourselves, we limit the awareness of spirit. Thank God we don't have to figure it all out ourselves. When we believe that things can only happen in a certain way, we're saying that the only resources available to us in life are the ones we know about and know how to use. There's so much more to life than any one person can know. No matter how much we learn in life, we can never know all the means and methods by which spirit manifests. When we realize the truth, with a capital T, about any condition or circumstance, the greatest power we have is in knowing that our realization is true. If, however, within our treatments we include some plan for how our manifestation should occur or from what source it should materialize, we are simply getting in the way and limiting the full power and potential of universal law. Now that you know that, why would you? Why would we? It doesn't mean that we should just sit back waiting for something to materialize before us. On the contrary, we take whatever action is appropriate to bring our prayer into physical form, and at the same time, we know that whatever needs to happen for truth to be revealed has already occurred. Remember, no time or space in the realm of spirit. We participate in the creative process without limiting the process to our own action. Take a deep breath. That's a good one to know. You see, it should become as natural to us as breathing, because what good is breathing if you don't let a breath out? What if you were limited to the inhale? You wouldn't be here for very long, or you'd at least be hyperventilating. So it's good for us to stop asking why. Why is one of our most dangerous questions. It focuses our energy on what's wrong. That's the wrong place for our energy to go. The answers for why are never complete, never. It reduces our trust if we keep asking why. So we can make peace with what's going on because only we can have control over our own thoughts and feelings. Nobody can make you feel a certain way. Do you understand that? Well, you made me feel so mad. No, not really. You can do mad all by yourself. So don't keep returning to the problem. If you're going to ask anything, you can ask, how shall I deal with this? How shall I incorporate truth in this? But the how of how it unfolds, none of your business. It's none of your business. All right, somebody dear in this congregation sent me something yesterday, knowing what I was talking about, sent it to me to share with you. And it's so funny because this person was not in my contacts in my phone. So when it showed up, Siri on your phone recommends that it might be a certain contact. So Siri recommended that this contact might be Joseph Campbell. So I'm just going to say it was John Clayton that sent it to me. And John and I had a pretty funny exchange because, hey, it might have been Joseph Campbell. Just kind of channeled through John right into my phone. So John's pretty cool. So if y'all want to call him Joseph Campbell, that's good. That's good with me. Okay, this is what Joseph Campbell said. We're in a free fall into the future. We don't know where we're going. All you have to do is turn your hell into a paradise. I'm going to say that again. All you have to do to turn your hell into a paradise is to turn your fall into a voluntary act. It's a very interesting shift of perspective, and that's all it is. Joyful participation in the sorrows, and everything changes. I wish I'd said that.
You just did.
Oh, I did. Thanks, John. So you and me and Joseph Campbell, we got a thing, man. So these rules, this last thing I'll say here, these rules apply to our relationships. It applies to our jobs or our vocation. It applies to our health. It applies to our tithing. Now, I've never seen anybody run back to the tithe plate after it's been passed and go, oh, wait, I'm not going to have enough. I need that back. I haven't seen it happen. I'm not saying it never has, but I've never seen it. But if you believe in tithing, then you're also going to give that gift with a prayer saying, God is my source, and then let it go and watch how God will outgive you. God will outgive you in your relationships. God will outgive you in your jobs. God will outgive you in your health. God is one presence and one power in the universe. That's either true or it isn't. Amen. That's right. Thank you, sir. One presence and one power or not. So when you pray, let that prayer go. Just let it go. Say, it is done. So it is. And let's practice. I'd like to begin our time together just giving thanks on this Memorial Day weekend and honoring with our full hearts those who have died in the service of this country, those who are close to us, those going back generations, those who have made sacrifices, the ultimate sacrifice, in order to protect certain freedoms and to stop tyranny. We give thanks for those lives. One of the great blessings that even as we pray and acknowledge today, it is as if the time span again has condensed in the presence of all those who have gone before us. We're right here with us. Hearing and feeling our gratitude. And And so, beloved, I ask you to find one thing in your life that troubles you today. A situation for another that causes you grief or concern or worry. Something in your own life that causes grief, concern, or worry. A problem whose solution has eluded you. And I ask you to just step through this, one step at a time. There's only one presence and one power in the universe. God is everything, and everything in the realm of God is already in existence. If not in form, it is in potential. And know, beloved, that Christ Spirit that is your kinship, your connection with the divine, is present in you. Know that this is true. And next, make a statement in your heart that sees this situation resolved, because it is. It's just not visible yet. Make that affirmative statement over and over in your heart and mind until it begins to become real and true for you. And give thanks for this realization. Give thanks for this knowing. Not, oh God, I pray asking, but oh God, I pray knowing. And now with a deep inhale and exhale, release it. Let it go. Because all is well, and all is well. The word amen means so be it. When we say, and so it is our amen. And so just whisper, amen, amen, and amen.
Let go of the shore and let the water carry you. Let go of the shore, float into the mystery. Let go of the shore and let the water carry you. Let go of the shore, float into the mystery. You have all you need, it's all inside of you. Close your eyes and breathe and know that you are safe. Let go of the shore and float into the mystery. No need to make a plan. Your heart will be your compass. Just lift your sails in faith and trust that you will arrive. Let go of the shore and let the water carry you. Let go of the shore, float into the mystery. Let go of the shore and let the water carry you. Let go of the shore, float into the mystery. Let go of the shore, float into the mystery. Float into the mystery. Float into the mystery.
Couldn't have been a better song to conclude. Thank you. Now is the time in our service where we have a chance to give back. As part of our prosperity consciousness, we give where we're spiritually nourished. We're grateful for these gifts, and we know that Spirit is working through us to support all that is needed for our community and beyond. For those of you that are viewing online, you can donate on our website. I don't have any thank you letters. I think I've already read you the thank you letters from our tithe for last month. So I'll be having some more after our next gift to our community. Let's take a moment to bring the truth of knowing that God is in everything and that our gift is holy and blessed. Bring that into your heart as we prepare our offerings and as the ushers come forward now. We offer this affirmation of abundance. Together, divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive.
I couldn't seem to fall asleep. There was so much on my mind, searching for that peace, but the peace I could not find. So then I knelt down to pray, praying, help me please. Then God said, you don't have to cry, I'll supply all your needs. Soon as I stop worrying how the story ends, I let go and I let God have God's way. Then it's when things start happening, and I'll stop looking at back then. I'll let go and I'll let God have its way. There's so much going on. Sometimes I can't find my way, and oftentimes I struggle from day to day. I have to realize it's not my battle. It's not my battle to fight. I have to know if I put it in God's hands, everything will be alright.
As soon
let go and let God. My sister, let go and let God. Only God knows your struggle.
Let God.
And only God knows your pain.
Let
He
God.
can help you
Let
through.
go.
And
Let
He can bring you through.
Let
And
Let
God is there
Let
for you all the time.
Let
Let go and let God. And let go and let God. Sing it with me. Let go
Soon
and
as
let
I stop
God.
worrying.
Let go and let God. Let go and let God. Let go.
Let God. Let go.
Let go and let God. Let go and let God. Let go. My people, let go. Let us let go. Let us let go. As soon as I stop worrying, worrying about how the story ends, I'll let go and I'll let God. Let God have His way.
That's when things start happening.
That's when things start
I'll
happening.
stop worrying about back
Stop
then.
worrying,
Let
Let God have its way. Let God have its way.
Is your heart full? Whew. Let's bless these gifts together. We bless these gifts and the givers with our love and gratitude. Thank you again to this beautiful musical team today. Gary, nice touch on the keyboard. Thank you. That moment, Kim, when you get like transported, yeah, man, that's so fine. I'd like you to know that one of the things that's happening this week, it's not part of our wrap-up here, but I want you to know that our board is meeting this Friday for about a 5-hour time together so that we can fellowship with each other, do a little bit of training, and see what God's substance will produce into form through your leadership here at the church. You can take great confidence and gratitude for these people that are working in this position. So we're excited about that retreat. Be sure and see Betty to get your supper club tickets. How could you not? Potluck, barbecue, next Sunday. The new membership class, right after the potluck lunch next week. Some of you will be getting a letter from me because you've been around, and just a special invitation for you to come to this class. The Feed My People food donations are collected in the front foyer by the doors. You'll see the old lectern is there. That's our collection place. For pool memberships, see Leah in the foyer. And as always, our blue prayer request sheets are on the back table. Remember, when you put it in the box, you're releasing it. You know? Otherwise, you just carry blue paper around with you. So, yellow gratitude sheets for our gratitude jar, and a prayer chaplain will be available to you after the service to pray with you. And now, a little bit behind schedule, let's sing in our kids.
You are a light, you are a light, you are a light in this world. You are a light, you are a light, you are a light in this world. And you shine, and you shine, and you shine so bright. And you shine, and you shine,
I don't know if you can all see it, but there's some dancing going on up here. It's pretty fine. Let's bless our kids together. We love you. We bless you. We appreciate you just the way you are. And now our prayer protection. The light of God surrounds you.
I am the light of God.
The love of God enfolds you.
I am the love of God.
The power of God protects you.
I am the power of God.
The presence of God watches over you.
I am the presence of God.
Wherever we are, God is, because I am.
Yeah.